Whew. It's a good day for exposing people, might I say. I remember a lot of you were, you know, they were there yesterday. What am I saying? The video that I uploaded about exposing StoryFire. This is pretty much a continuation of that. I do have a video that I'm actually editing right now to explain it more, but in more of like a kind of cleaned up version. Yeah, you know, is it me or is the lens a little dirty? It's all right. Okay, that's better. Right. Hello, hello. Anybody there? I see there's one person live. You there? Hello. Let's see. So, basically, making this because it's been. Let's see. When did I upload that video? Let's see. All right. Look at you guys making me at 185 subs. That's pretty damn cool. I made the Exposing McJuggernaut's StoryFire app video 2 weeks ago, and 657 people supported the video. So I appreciate that very much. You guys may be able to get that video up to 1,000. In which case, the last video I uploaded that made it to the 1,000 range was the Dead by Daylight series that I made a while back, which is now at 2.7K. So that fact that the video is going up pretty freaking high, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. How's everybody's night or day going, wherever you live? How's everybody doing? Feel free to chat, though I will keep it under advisement that we're not here to be negative. Fully, anyways. I mean, on a scale, in which case, somebody comes in and tries to bash you for what you say. We're not here for that. We're here just to talk about StoryFire, of course. So, pretty great, pretty great. Awesome, awesome. Good, good, good. Let's start before I get into what I have to say. Let's go ahead and get into everybody else's say. Does anybody that's on the stream right now have you? Do you have access to StoryFire? I mean, I'm fine with just talking to one person, honestly. I'll just wait. I mean, we got all night. That's fine, man. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying in a petty way. Not video access, but I have it installed. Okay. And I'm guessing you're limited from what you have, correct? Because I still, it's been like I want to say 6 months now since I've sent in 5 applications, all with different videos of my channel, and I've still heard nothing back. Yes. Well, Vlog Journey, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. You, by the looks of your thumbnail or your icon for your channel, you look like you're pretty damn good at what you do. So I'd assume maybe your channel's got like you going out of town or something like that. Yeah, I will do me, Mason, and you go ahead and keep doing what you do, and you know what I'm talking about. It's the situation. The situation being, I'm making these videos about exposing the StoryFire app because there's so many people that I've noticed in the app, in the comment section of Jesse's videos, that are actually not happy. They are very upset. They are very hurt. They are restricted. They can't explain and express their creative minds. And I feel really upset about that because a lot of people should have an opportunity to create. You know, I've been on there for over 2 years, and yeah, I've done some Missouri vacation videos and stuff. Oh, how is Missouri? Was that any better? Was that because here in Michigan it's cold as shit? No, I'm not upset. I'm tired. I'll tell you that. I'm tired. Just gonna let anybody talk. I'm all ears. I'm all eyes. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll say that. That's what you call it. Okay. Not gonna respond to that one. It's pretty great, to be honest. I went to Branson, Missouri, and it was warm. Lucky you. Lucky you. So basically, I went off StoryFire app like I was trying to say earlier. I still have no notification, um, no emails, no anything, and this new account that I've made has made it nowhere. I even tried contacting Brian again to see if I could have a one-on-one Skype call or something like that, seeing if I can get maybe some help, and maybe that help could actually help everybody else who's having an issue with the app. But still no luck, of course, as it should be. Um, but basically, I've been trying to go back and forth with going into the app, coming out of the app, going into the app, coming out from the app, and the content on McJuggerNugget's StoryFire channel is just thumbs down, you know. So basically, the last video that I remember watching on there was Sacco Dad shuts down StoryFire. In which case, he's kind of following up with his video on YouTube about why it's going to fail. And every bit of what Sacco Dad has said is pretty true. That he started it so unprepared. He started it with only so little to have end result of what he'll have at the end. And that because of all the money he's spending, he's going to have none to share with his employees. In which case, my point in the video was that a majority of the people who run the app are people that have either been in his series or are friends with him or are close relatives with him, in which case, they're all that. All of them are close relatives and friends from his series who all have access to making videos on StoryFire. So, as the video went on, Psycho Dad came to McJuggerNugget's house, told him, the truth about it's gonna fail. He's not gonna be able to pay any of you. You guys are all quitting your dreams, things that could succeed you later in life, and you're just giving it up for this half-ass made app. So, in which case, he's right. They are. In which case, I'll say it again, like I've said before. If this is all a fake series, in which case it probably is, whatever. It created a great argument to have with a bunch of people and be able to reach out to a bunch of awesome creators out there and people who want to create or do gaming videos, in which case I've noticed in the comments that, that want to just be able to make videos and feel happy with doing it and not feel ashamed. In which case, I've noticed that Jesse has been kind of tearing down those people who want to do better and who want to stay on YouTube and don't want to do StoryFire, or God forbid, just want to do both, which is not a problem. So I don't know what his deal is. Like, I'm gonna stutter on a lot of my wording. I'm sorry for that. That's how I kind of talk. Um, it's this whole situation with StoryFire has got me discombobulated, and it's like, how do you go about your day knowing that you've made an app half-assed? You think that it's glorious. You think that it's flawless, and the reality of it is that it's not. It still says beta. If you look hard enough on the desktop version of the app, it still says beta somewhere, in which case it is, because it still doesn't have everything that was promised from before. It doesn't have open ability to video whenever you want. And here's the thing: I noticed another thing. The people who try to argue that on the video that I made were trying to say, "Oh, he's trying to make sure that there's no like terrorist type videos being uploaded or nudity or porn and stuff like that." It's called take control of your app and patrol it and secure it. If you see something you don't want on there, get rid of it. That is an option. Be the next YouTube. If you really want this to be the next upgrade to YouTube, then pick up where YouTube left off and be a cop on your own platform and just flag what is inappropriate. Don't think that, oh, if I make an application process, that'll make it better. No, it doesn't, because now everybody here wants to make videos and have passed the process, know that it's appropriate, know that it won't go any farther than where it has to go with vulgar language, maybe some rated R type stuff, in which case it's blood and stuff like that. You know, just monitor your stuff. Don't think that you need to keep everybody at a certain point of your app to make a point out that you're trying to be monitoring everybody, making sure nobody's doing inappropriate stuff, playing inappropriate stuff. Just monitor your platform. It's not that hard to do. But so now we're going on to the next new video that happened recently on StoryFire. McJuggernuggets titled this one. Here's the title. You're all gonna like this title. Now tell me now I'm gonna wait because there's 4 of you now, so that's great. We got 2 likes. If we keep going, I'm pretty sure we can get that whole 670 some viewer count going. Oh, that's a spider. That's a spider crawling on my wall. Whoa. I'm not high, if anybody's wondering. I can't have marijuana actually. Or anything for that matter. So that's a spider. Where are you going? Anyways, the title. The title is McJuggernuggets StoryFire team attacks Psycho Dad. Now, in the comments, hello Sniper Elite Army. In the comments, please tell me what you think about that title alone. Just tell me what you think about it while I look at this spider that's making a web on my window. No joke, the spider looks like the spider from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. So I wonder if I let it crawl, maybe will it bite me and give me spider powers? It's like, where is it going? In case there's some of you who didn't hear the question, the title of the new video on StoryFire from McJuggernuggets channel is StoryFire Team Attacks Psycho Dag. When I watched it, Swift was making some comments about wanting to attack Jesse's dad and even grab the baseball bat. And yeah, I saw that. That was a little over the top. Like even I kind of had my like heart pumping, like adrenaline pumping. Like I was like, bro, if you were in my house grabbing a bat, we're gonna scuffle. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight right there. Now we're not gonna go outside. We're not gonna wait on the freaking side of the road. We're gonna go all right there. And then if you're gonna threaten my life with a bat, we're gonna fight. You know? Oh, spider's gone. Oh no! It might attack me in my sleep. That does got me a little worried. Where did it go? So, anyways, the video kept going on with pretty much what Vlog Journey says right here is one of his teammates started getting extra violent with Psycho Dad, grabbing a bat, trying to assert his dominance because through all the videos that Swift was in or acting as, uh, the fact that the whole thing with Swift was acted out with him being scared of Psycho Dad. The thing is, from actual like people who are like fans of McJuggernuts who see him in person, some people even say that they're scared to go up to Psycho Dad because he actually looks like he's crazy. So in which case it's mainly Jesse's fault that that is a thing because he betrayed him to be that way. So, well, the thing is, Mason, you can't say it's staged, and I can't say it's staged. Nobody can say it's staged right now because nobody knows when he's telling the truth. Even he made a joke about that plenty of times on Twitter and old YouTube videos that he doesn't lie, he just acts. And in which case, next thing you know, he tries to say that I don't have to tell anybody that I'm making a series. I don't have to say anything. So it could be real, it could not be real. In which case, it's not really a good thing to have because then that brings up worrisome for other people. In fact, it's like I'm pretty sure you don't understand because you probably live your life without worries or anything thereof. So what else? What does it really say about that? But the fact is like the video, the video kind of just goes into a way that's like even if it's acted out, Jesse and his team look and sound like dumbasses, cocky dumbasses. So it's like when I see somebody like that in real life, it kind of ticks me off. You know, ticks me off. I think it would tick anybody off. Okay, so oh, we got a fifth viewer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna try and see if we can. I'm gonna try and make this live stream more about less than like exposing the StoryFire app. Um, let's see. Like I'll ask like random questions for you guys to ask or answer. I'm sorry, to answer, and then we'll talk about StoryFire after you answer them. But let's continue the StoryFire before we get to that. Basically, the new video is set to make Jesse look like a money hungry cocksucker. If you don't realize that, but the thing is, I think we all know that since the Psycho series, the main thing that's been talked about in every single series was money. The Psycho Kid needing to get money to get a house. The series that came after that was, I believe, the Isaac series, in which case Isaac was trying to get money from his dad. His dad was rich, and he gave him money to leave or whatever, or something like that. No. They try to reincarnate the Psycho series through a different perspective, through a different character. But there was still money involved, in which case the safe and the bag of money was still in the entire series. And then the actual Isaac series, which was the My Virtual Escape series, was about also money involving which case his dad had money to make the things that made him upset go away and stuff like that, so he can buy stuff to the point to where even Jesse admitted to both the series being something he made when he was depressed, in which case we should all point out that depression is no joke, that depression is a serious condition. And if you have a problem or you know somebody who has a problem, reach out, try and help them, try and get them some help, whatever. The point is, depression is not a very nice thing to think that it's just mediocre or minor. It's not. It can take somebody's life in an instant. That's an important message to put out there. So anyway, so then that had money introduced into it a little bit. Anything that mentioned money through all the series that he's made, it is always like the main key. And in which case, it's okay to have that as a main key for a series, but at least make it obvious to where it's like you're not showing your audience, this is what I need. I need to get money to survive. In which case, he's trying to play that, oh, I don't need money. I'm fine. I'm not struggling, this and that. Well, the irony is you kind of are, because nobody really likes your new stuff. That's the truth. Nobody likes your new stuff. So 7 viewers. I wonder. Oh, yep, there it goes. I did. It was short-lived. It was short-lived. Mr. 6 and 5. Are you short-lived as well? Zeb Fred, StoryFire's new YouTube. Well, if you see it that way, congrats to you. If it's working out for you, congrats. That's all I got to say. So since you're new here, I'm going to point out right now this stream is for non-negative type things. So if you want to talk negative, leave. We are here to talk and not discriminate anybody's opinion on what they want to say. All right, Scottish junkies, hold on now. Hold on now. That's what they want, okay? I said this early in the stream, or Barry, I said this in the video that I made recently. McJuggernuggets fans that support StoryFire that are sucking his dick or kissing his ass, they are going to get triggered at anything that we say about StoryFire because they will defend him even though he doesn't ask for it. So the best thing we can do is not respond. Don't respond to it, okay? You have your own opinion to it. You're free to it. That's all you need to know. You are important here. What you say to yourself is what goes on through your head. So do not forget that, okay? This guy likes the StoryFire app. Let him like it. Let him like it. That's all I have to say about that. Just let them be. You want to dislike it? Don't use it. You know, I'm only using it just that way I can keep making my point, you know? And there are some good stuff on there. You know, there are some people who have really good creative minds. Well, here's the thing. It would have, if it were to be a competitor with YouTube, it would have had to start when YouTube started, in which case it's way behind. Way behind. And the thing is, the StoryFire app still has its problems that it had since the day it began. I tried logging in to get my profile, and it's still shut down. It still crashed. It still froze. It made me restart my process. It's still not doing good. I still haven't received any confirmation from the creators of it. I sent in 5 applications. My content is more than capable of being put on StoryFire, but yet it's still not being looked at. Whew. You ever had one of those burps that you just like have in and it just like stick there and then you finally get it out? It feels better. This is a good conversation. You know, this is actually the most I've talked to any of you guys on here. I'm very happy with that. I mean, no one talks about Vimeo or Daily Motion. Actually, there are quite a few people who do. I'm actually one of them that do. My friends, my whole family actually do talk about Vimeo and Daily Motion. I think that those platforms are pretty nice. Not perfect, but nice. Let's see. Let's get something talking about here. Okay, how about something fun? You know, so you guys are probably all familiar with the Logan Paul versus KSI fight, Jake Paul versus Jeji fight, you know. Well, you guys are all probably familiar with that. Yeah, just click yes, you know, type yes if you are. Yes. We got one. Ooh. Yes. Just need one more. Just one more yes from somebody else. Gross dude. No. All right. So believe it or not, I've been telling this to my fiance for a while now. That I would love it if like YouTube would use me to sponsor their platform, and then have me challenge Jesse and his StoryFire app to a boxing match. I would love that. That would be fucking awesome. But that's basically what I was getting at here. Is like, wouldn't it be cool if like Jesse and YouTube came to like a middle ground of agreement to make a contract of both companies competing in a boxing match like Logan Paul and KSI did? What if that happened? In which case, you've talked about my fantasy about that whole situation, so I appreciate that, Mr. Zbop Fred. Yeah, it does have censorship issues. I agree, but they are issues that you can go around at least. It's like, so what? You have to bleep out the F bomb. Who cares? I mean, let's be honest. There is a lot of comedy and adult humor out there that has bleeps, and it's still hella funny. Rick and Morty, Family Guy, The Simpsons even at one point had it too. Futurama, I think, had it. Let's see. Even the new Harley Quinn series that's on the DC Comics thing, whatever it's called. Even though if you watch the actual one on Netflix or whatever it's available on, it doesn't have censored, but it's actually much more funny when it's bleep. A lot of comedy is very funny when it's bleeped. And creators aren't as restricted on StoryFire. The thing is, they technically are, because when you don't give the opportunity to make videos, it's not allowing the creators to be expansive with their ideas. Now, it's like if you try to argue with me, well, they're only doing that to keep, vulgar content out, like nudity and terrorism and murders and animal abuse and stuff like that. There's ways around that, in which case you monitor your platform so that way it doesn't happen. So if you see somebody upload a video of a cat getting stepped on, you get rid of it. You don't just give everybody the same treatment and only let a handful of people create to this point, of which case they can make videos, they can make stories, they can make pictures, because that's what it is. Dame Drops has the ability to make it. Everybody that is literally helping that app has the option to make a video, and only maybe up to a good portion of the people who downloaded the app actually get to upload videos. And right, no, I just said that you can make written stories, but the thing is, like, do you really want to spend a full hour and a half typing away, making your fingers all like sore from being on there for too long? Because I don't, and I have to make scripts for what I do, and I don't even like doing that. Making scripts is hard, and it takes a lot of time and effort, but I get it done because I need to do it. But it's like, I'd rather not do it on a phone or a laptop when I just rather just make it. If I want to make a improv video without having to write anything or type anything, I'd rather do that. But stopping a big creator from uploading a bad video, though, Logan Paul uploaded that Suicide Forest video, and given that was the biggest thing that everybody was talking about, and yeah, YouTube let it happen. They let it happen. It was up there for like what, a full 2 days, 3 days, maybe a week. Who knows? But the thing is, as soon as they realized it, they got rid of it. Wait, what? He uploaded it on StoryFire? Are you sure? Because I didn't see that. You kind of got me wanting to go on the phone to find out. That's what you get me to wanting to do. Ooh. Sorry. I make random sounds sometimes when I'm bored. I'm pretty sure we can all relate to that. I know I'm saying, what if a big creator did do that as an example? Oh, okay. Well, then it's up to it's on Jesse to get rid of it. I mean, the app's not that far in to not be able to monitor what's going on. There's not that many people on it that are uploading videos. Because that's what I would do. And I do that on my channel with the comments when people try to say the other F word or the N word. I delete it because I don't like that. You can enter the video submission contest to get your video series on StoryFire. I did 5 times. Didn't do anything. I even contacted one of the creators, which is Brian Spitz, about that, and he didn't even answer the question. He went around it, just trying to ask me the questions about what's the problem with the StoryFire app, even though I explained it with full on detail on what's going on. Something that he asked me to screenshot a lag. Now I can't screenshot a lag, so whatever he was talking about is bullshit. Back and forth, back and forth. Justin Bieber makes my panties wet. Make a bad 35 shout out. What would make StoryFire a better platform? Well, for one, have it ready would make it a better platform, because when you got Jesse confessing, the team confessing that it was not complete, it was in beta, that doesn't help. So maybe if you're going to run a beta test, at least like have a version of StoryFire that people can test out first, and make it like a handful of people to test it out, and make sure that they run that bitch for like maybe a month. And once they've like went through the entire process of the beta and be like, okay, so we did this and we did this, we can have that work done, we can do that. Make sure you like increase this, make that more cleaned up there, that and that and that. So then after they've gotten all of the intel and what they need to improve on that platform, to have another month, in which case they're improving on those problems, take an extra month just for extra precaution, and try it out themselves along with another handful of people, plus the people that you had try it before, test it out again. And then if it's a green light with everything that's been done, there's only like little tiny minor, like maybe at the very most one problem with the app, feel free to let the full thing out. You know, he's trying to make this into the new YouTube, but the thing is, YouTube's still doing way better, because there's still over 1 million people uploading on their new channels of random stuff, whether it be them making food with a really terrible quality camera from their Android fucking 1 or something like that, or their iPhone 1 or their iPod Touch. You know, they're still able to upload stuff for free without actually having any repercussions, unless they do something that will cause a repercussion. If they were a testing process, then it'd still be in the mixture of being for the beta. Uh, I'm not I'm not the one to judge people by their spelling or their grammar, but I'm trying to read this a little bit better. Let's see. Hi guys. I think you're saying, are you trying to say hi guys? If you are, hi. I love YouTube better than StoryFire. Been seeing Jesse's videos there, and he just got a StoryFire company going with his friends right now, and Brian does not know it. I'm trying to understand that. I don't get it. What? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm sorry. He's just running it off of with people that he knows or is close with, because that's what I said earlier. And back to what you said, Zbop Fred. If that's the case, you know what's better than YouTube and StoryFire? Twitter, Instagram, Spoon Radio. You know what? I can agree to that. I can agree to that one. It's okay if you're not good. Dude, I fucking sucked at spelling, but apparently I was so good that I managed to graduate from high school with an A in English, dude. Trust me, I understand. I understand. Also, welcome. Hello. Oh, I'm sorry, Vlog Journey. I didn't even read yours yet. Hold on. Yeah, I've tried many times to submit an application on StoryFire, but haven't gotten accepted and lost hope. You know what? And that's fair. You know, I kind of lost hope too. I'm not gonna lie. I lost hope. So when that happens, man, it's just what do you do? Spelling bee champion. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Or are you talking to me? I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. So let's change the topic a little bit here. I'm gonna ask a question for you guys. Are you all worthy? Can you lift the hammer? I don't even know where to put this. Let's keep talking more about StoryFire if you guys like to. We'll just go from there. I'll ask a question. Like you guys keep asking questions about StoryFire if you want, and I'll definitely acknowledge them. But I'm gonna ask a question to you guys. How many of you, since you've joined my channel, have checked out any of my videos? And if you have, what do you think? Now I'm talking about stuff that was made from 2018 to 2020 now. Oh, undoubtedly, StoryFire has good creators, and I just wish that the ones that are only allowed to make scripts and stuff like that, I wish that they could show it more in a video like term. I just don't like when Jesse gets people's hopes up, and that's fair. I'm pretty sure, but let's speak in general. I don't think anybody likes it when somebody or something gets their hopes up and then they get utterly disappointed. My phone's been going off. Is that you guys doing that? No, it's my job. It's my job. Facts. But yeah, let me know if any of you who joined the stream are part of my channel. Have you seen any of my videos? And if so, what do you think? What's your favorite? What's your least favorite? Because I'm trying to keep it balanced to where we're all talking we're as if we're friends, And that's what we are here at Crow Studios. Is we are friends. Well, YouTube does too, but only for selective, which is not a good point to make. But when they try to say the apocalypse was among us and stuff like that, I see still the successful YouTubers out there that are still making money from ads that are on YouTube right now. But I'm going to be honest, the ads that StoryFire has, they're a bit annoying, especially the one with the guy and the spider in the little tube. And you pick the thing out and the cold comes through one of the tubes and kills the guy. I kind of don't like that one. That's a really annoying ad. It's not a bad ad. Raid Shadow Legends sponsored. No, I wish though. Y'all are just full of questions and statements, bro. I like this. Yeah, and the X is super small, and yeah, and that's another thing that Sacco Daddy even pointed out in his videos that if old people who are really good at writing stories could actually see the X so that we don't have to watch the ads, that'd be better for them. If at very most make the X bigger, Mike Bloomberg and Raid Shadow Legends. I completely forgot about this. I forgot about the Mike Bloomberg ad. I honestly forgot about that one. You guys are funny, I swear. Then, like I said, this is the most I've ever talked to people on a live stream that I've ran my channel. Like I tried doing a live stream a long time ago. I didn't get I didn't even get this many like replies or people talking. So this is kind of a nice change of pace. You know, if we can get these views going up to like 20, I think we should be good. Yeah. So if any of you guys have any friends, you want them to join in the conversation. If they have their own opinions on StoryFire, get their attention, get them on here. Let's get let's get more conversations going. Not that I'm not having fun with Vlog Journey and Zbob Fred, but I just like to hear other people's opinions, you know. But point out negativity not allowed here. Y'all are so quiet. Eventually, we'll hopefully get everybody's attention. I know there's a lot of people out there who have their own opinions on this whole situation with StoryFire. I know that they do. Does anyone even watch Vimeo and Daily Motion? I do. Like I said earlier, I do. Me and my fiance, we do. I just think Jesse should slow down. His ego where he thinks he's bigger than YouTube, and I fear that he'd taken it way out of hand. I agree. Just shared the stream on Twitter. My battery is about to die, so BRB. You go charge that phone. And when you get back, Mr. Vlog Journey, tell me what's your follow. How many followers you got on Twitter? Don't be embarrassed to tell, because my Twitter following is still shit, and that thing's been on there for like 7 years. YouTube was restricting Jesse's content and limiting his revenue. Well, according to him, he didn't even need YouTube's money because he was doing other things to get the money anyways. So, plus he was doing the smart thing that other YouTubers have been doing when the revenue started happening. He started selling merch. He had merch to begin with since the Psycho series, so he was making more than enough money. And it's like, so because he's restricted, he needs to restrict everybody else, because that's not fair. Most merch only has a profit range of 10% to 30%. In which case, depending on how much you sell, that percentage could go up. And he had more than enough fans that were willing to buy his merch to give him more than what he needed. His films weren't even that high budgeted. Hell, I've afforded almost exactly what he has for his Psycho series at a minimum of minimum wage, and I managed to get everything he used or something similar that he used. But it's like when you rely on a platform to pay for your bills, that's actually the problem. You should usually have a backup plan on what you're trying to do. So if you're getting paid by YouTube, you have to understand they're not going to pay you a hell of a lot. So when when you rely on one specific platform to financially support yourself, that's kind of set for failure. I'm not. Here's the thing, Zeb Fred. How I don't know because I'm not McJuggernuggets, so I don't know how his profiting works. I don't know what increases his profiting. I don't know. The only thing I can tell from my standpoint, from a fan standpoint, is that he had money coming in from something else, not YouTube. YouTube does not pay that much. It didn't pay that much. He had been doing something else on the side to pay for what he paid for. He makes more money on StoryFire than he did on YouTube. Yeah, because he's doing a microtransaction type take. He's making people pay money to get more Blaze, which isn't actual money. It doesn't pay anything. Here's the thing. I get paid probably about almost the same amount that Jesse gets paid by doing a normal job and outside labor work for other people and making promos for people's businesses. So I don't even need YouTube's money, to be completely honest. I don't need YouTube's money to make a living because I managed to move into an apartment with the money that I had, and I'm gonna be moving into a house with the money that I make at work and outside of work. What does that tell you? Jesse knows that he can do all those things that I can do, but he just doesn't want to do it. Everyone has a different standard of living, though. They do, but when you're trying to claim that everybody else's way and how they perform with making entertainment or making money is wrong, that's kind of that's kind of a dick move. Because even you can't lie for him with saying that he has to try to convince people's opinions and to change them because God forbid he did it to his own father. The point of the whole thing is like, Jesse is trying to point to people that are trying to live the life that they want. Because, like, here's the thing: you just said, yeah, that's a good point that I'm about to make to you, Mr. Zedpop. You said everyone has their own different standard of living, correct? And if that's the case, then everybody has their own different standard of sharing their opinion and living their life and doing it the way they want to do. So, with that being said, if Jesse is allowed to support StoryFire and live off of that, then there's people who are allowed to live off of YouTube or whatever it is that they live off of and continue living off of that if they choose to. Correct? Okay, then. So thank you for agreeing with that. So then you do understand the fact that Jesse is doing exactly that. He's not letting people choose for their own good. He's trying to think that my way is better, my way is more simple, I make more money my way, so everybody should support my way. Because why? Because it gives him money? No. That doesn't make any sense. What do we get out of it? Content that we've already seen 1,000 times on YouTube? But for the expense of not having it censored? I don't care about censorship. I never did. I think bleeps are funny. I think actual vulgar language is funny. I'm equal like that. Just he wants his platform to grow and succeed. Okay, and he's allowed to do that as anybody's allowed to choose if they want to support the platform or not. But he's not. But what I'm trying to say is he's not letting them choose. He's telling them that they're wrong. He's not being very open-minded about it. He's only wanting to worry about himself. That's the whole point of this, is that he's only worrying about what he wants. It's like it's okay to be selfish every now and again, but when you have your whole platform fighting each other, then maybe you shouldn't push that his way is the only right way. He is though. He really is. Dude, there's before StoryFire went live, he had videos on Uncle Larry's channel, he had it on his own channel, and he was pushing people's opinions on YouTube down and shoving his opinions about it down their throats, saying it's dead, get off of YouTube, quit YouTube, come to StoryFire. That when you try and say StoryFire is better, you are technically putting your opinion and sticking it down somebody else's throat. You're not letting anybody else have their own opinion about it. You can tell because through everything you have said to me, you have told me StoryFire is better this way, StoryFire is better that way. You're trying to convince me and change my opinion on how I see it. And I'm going to tell you this in a non-threatening and mean way. It's not going to work because it is my opinion. If I don't want to support the platform, I don't have to. You can't make me. Jesse can't make me. So if that's the case, what are you wasting your breath for? Why keep trying if somebody is dead set on not wanting to support a platform or wanting to get rid of a platform? Why continue trying? Can't you just respect somebody's opinion? Can't you respect their choice in life? Can you just let that be? Or do you need it to be a thing the way that you see it to be? Because that's how it looks to me. I do though. This whole time that you've given me what you say about Story Fire, I've said, okay, that's fine. That's your opinion. Fine. I never told you to stop using StoryFire. I told you whatever you decide to use is what you decide to use. But trying to tell me that StoryFire is better and YouTube's not, that's not accepting my opinion. That's actually trying to overstate yours. That 5 keeps showing up and it keeps going away. There it goes again. Is it going to go away? Going away? Oh, we got 2 down. Too bad. Oh, there goes 1. I'm back. Got my phone on the charger now. Welcome back. Welcome back. Point I was trying to make was that I do not think that Jesse is as greedy or selfish as people who oppose him portray him as. Here's an argument for that. Do you know him personally? Because here's the thing. I'll admit I don't, but I can have a thought opinion about how he might be. In which case, it is a hypothesis that can be proven wrong or correct. It's just a theory. So I'm not going to back it up by saying it's 100% true, but I am going to agree with the fact that there's a possibility. Because here's the thing, you as a human being, I as a human being, cannot sit here and say that we haven't had moments in our lives where we haven't tried to be selfish or greedy, because we have. So to try and say that Jesse is not a greedy or selfish person, period, that would be lying. Ever since we brought up that whole me versus Jesse in a boxing match, I really want that to happen now. I don't know about you, but I would like that to happen. Not because I hate him, but because I think that would make pretty damn good content. Hey, the reason is that he left YouTube because of the rules where can't post with cursing on it and stuff makes that how it all is. Well, here's the thing about that. I'm a YouTuber that still I've been cussing for a while. I still haven't had anything happen. I know other YouTubers who still have cussing on their videos and they're fine. Which would be Rocket Jump, Corridor Digital, Markiplier, or wait, is he censored now? I don't think so. Let's just hope. Let's just see. Let's just say that he isn't for right now until we figure that out. But let me find out other ones that might not be. Bu- 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 I can't think about them off the top of my head right now. Hmm. Either way, there are still YouTube channels who still cuss because they don't really care. In which case, they've set their settings for their videos to be non-kid friendly. In which case, it is the parents' responsibility to make sure if they don't want their kids exploited to vulgar language or vulgar content, to keep them away from it. I feel like he is greedy or selfish just because he talks about money now and all time in his videos. My friend still swears on YouTube, and he makes funny content. Yeah, I agree. I cuss and I still make funny content on my second channel too. I have 2 channels. I got Crow Studios, and then I got Crow Show, which is my vlogging channel, where I do a bunch of crazy shit with my friends and make sometimes movie reviews and sometimes gaming videos. And hell, if I'm in the mood for it, maybe I'll make a behind the scenes to my movies that I make on here. You know, but I've never had an issue where YouTube would censor me or tell me you need to stop cussing, because it's like, what's the most they can do? Tell me that they're not going to pay me, that I'm not going to get ads. Like I said, I don't care about making money on YouTube. I'm using YouTube as my way to spread my wings. In which case, I'm going to show a lot of different people out there, film, set film, what is it, film festivals and filmmakers and directors out there that I'm capable of making these very huge films in such a small area, and making it look very professional with what I do, with hoping that maybe somebody would come along and get me and tell me, hey, I like what you do, let's make you famous. But that's all I ever do it. But the main reason I do it is because I love movies. I love movies to death. I've watched over a countless amount of movies in my day since I was able to watch it. And ever since I was little, it's been my dream to either be behind a camera, or directing the camera, or directing the people in front of the camera plus the camera. It's been my dream. And then one day I just picked up a camera. I said, I'm gonna try and make a movie. And I made a really nonsense movie with a really nonsense character. But after I made the first video, everybody's like, dude, this is actually really good stuff. You should keep making this stuff. And that's exactly what I did. 6 years running, I'm still doing it, you know? And I've gotten better with it. So it's like eventually I hope to get to the point of like successfulness like Corridor Digital does, or like Rocket Jump does, any like the big time YouTube channels that make really cool like videos of like superpower beatdown, being bat in the sun, and this one YouTube channel that does like verses of different characters from different movies or video games, and they fight each other. I can't remember what it's called, but there was this one video where it was Fallout versus Skyrim, and another one was Buzz Lightyear versus Vader. And I like those channels a lot. But it's actually because of those channels that I actually continue making videos the way that I do, because I know that I can go to the limits of what they go to, if not more, you know. Let me see. I can actually go on my YouTube channel and look up my subscriptions that I'm subscribed to that make awesome movie content. Let's see. Got Bat in the Sun. Brandon Rogers, Brick Force Studios, Chronicler 177, Daisy Brown. She made a pretty cool stuff. She made some like a really cool like reality vlog video about living with a monster roommate. Making Bad 35. Tomska. DM pranks. They're pretty good. Epic rap battles of history. Force Fire 101. And FX It in Post, which is the people who made that awesome short film of Ben Kenobi versus Darth Vader. If you guys know what I'm talking about, they reenacted the entire scene of from New Hope, but they made it like more as if like it was Anakin Skywalker versus Obi-Wan from Mustafar. Very well done, by the way. Gonzo SSM. He's always made hilarious vulgar content, and he's still kicking. He's even got his own game now. Let's see. The list keeps going on, Keshin 8 makes awesome content. Craig the Man, who does puppeteering with toys, which is hilarious. Let's see. Max Mofo, Mr. Vomit a lot. Oh, there they are. The guys that made the Buzz Lightyear versus Darth Vader video. Their name is Nukazuka. I love their content a lot. Patty Mayo, even though his is somewhat censored, his stuff's pretty good. If anybody's ever watched this, I recommend it. If you're a big fan of the Predator universe, there's a YouTube channel called Predator Dark Ages, in which case they made a film of Predator, but taking place in medieval times. Then you got the infamous Raka Raka, who've made successful vulgar language videos and continue to still make very vulgar videos, and it's amazing. And of course, you got Rocket Jump, Rooster Teeth, always the best. Da, 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 da. Like I said, the list goes on for quite some time. Even Steve Prozac Shippey, who in my town, Saginaw, Michigan, makes this series called The Haunting in Michigan. And he goes around our town where there's hauntings going on, and he documents it like the Ghost Hunters and makes it into a full-on movie premiere at our own theater in town. And it's really awesome. You got Marlon Webb, of course. And your grandpa Shell still kicking, even though he's gone. Rest in peace. And that's it. Oh, and Zombie Go Boom. Those are all examples of creators that don't have to abide fully by the rules of YouTube, as long as they understand they will not be getting paid, in which case they all do understand they are not getting paid for making this content, but they don't care because they love to do it. Well, that's good for you, Mr. Rock Solid Gaming. I salute you for that. You are like me. I am happy you are happy with what you do. And that's the end. That's the message at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, is that be happy where you are. So whether if it's on StoryFire, YouTube, whatever you're comfortable doing, keep doing it. Don't try to tear people down, because at the end of the day, are you better than them, or are they better than you? So, Mr. Zebop, I understand your opinion. I respect your opinion, but please understand, I will not be changing my opinion, and neither will anybody else who supports the same thing will change their opinion. But we expect you to respect it as we respect yours. Continue loving StoryFire and continue to support it, and hope that maybe someday it gets better. So, at the end of the day, guys, we all have one thing in common. We just want to create. And you know what? The only thing stopping us from creating is ourselves and the world around us, letting it affect us. That's the end of it. Nobody needs to listen to nobody about doing whatever they want to hear. You can do whatever you want to do with what you have in your hand. And you know what I have? I have my own camera, my own tripod, a microphone. I have a freaking, if I can get it out of here, I have a film slate. I have an LED attachment iron for my camera for smoother panning shots. I have so much stuff to make anything I want with what I have. And even though this might not seem like a great thing, a very high class camera, it does the one thing I want it to do. It is make my creations come to life. And that's what should matter to everybody in this chat. The ability to do what you want to do, how you want to do it, where you want to do it on. So don't forget that. Also remember, if you know somebody who supports StoryFire, respect their opinion, that they think it's better. It might upset you. It might piss you off. But then just say, you know what, man, I'm happy for you. I unfortunately don't share that same opinion like you, but I respect it. I just hope that you can respect mine. And if they choose to not do it, then you don't need that negativity in life. Walk away. Walk away. Don't humor it. Don't accept it. Just walk away. Because at the end of the day, it is you who is standing in the way of you. That is the truth. That is how it is. So I'm going to end the stream. I have stuff I need to type and look into with moving into a house and preparing for my wedding. So I hope this helped a lot of you. I'm so happy to have seen as many of you guys on here as there is, even though there wasn't that many. But a lot of you guys had a lot of questions, a lot of statements, a lot of things you wanted to put out there. And if we can get this stream shared, because it'll probably be on my YouTube channel for a while, if we can share it around, so that way you guys can get me some more subscribers going, so that the next live event we have going, We'll have more people to talk to, more people to share their stories, etc. So make sure you share it around. I will see you guys all in the next video. Honestly, the video that I had planned out, I don't even think I'm gonna have to upload because this stream was a giant success, honestly. So thank you all for really, really, honestly, thank you all for timing in. Like this, this is awesome. I hope you all have a good day wherever you are. If it's cold, stay warm. If it's warm, stay cold. Whatever suits you best. All right, man. Well, hope you all enjoyed this awesome stream. You want to recap on what's going on? It's all about StoryFire and the people who are affected and the people who are not affected. Enjoy yourself, enjoy life, create, do what you do best. I will see you all next time.